Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, FD for Sage5.tv, and today I just want to bring you something that I've been struggling with. The shift or the rebranding of Fantom, ticker symbol FTM, to Sonic, ticker symbol S. I don't know if that has been bothering me. It's been bothering me, so I thought, okay, let me look closely at what Fantom's shift or change or rebranding from Fantom to Sonic means for me as an investor, because surprise, surprise, I do hold the FTM token. Because I thought Fantom, especially during the last bull run, did quite well. I did not have a bigger position last time around. This time it's not big, but it's a lot bigger than the bag I held during the last cycle. So I thought, okay, let me get into Fantom, because during the bear market, it went to some very, very attractive prices. But before I jump into today's video, guys, please note that what I'm going to share with you here are just my own opinions. They are not meant to be financial advice. The content is just meant for educational as well as entertainment purposes. I'm an investor within the crypto space, so from time to time, I do like to share my thoughts on the projects that I actually hold within my private or public portfolios for this channel, Sage5.tv. And Fantom is one token that I hold within my private portfolio, in one of my portfolios anyway. So I just want to go in and do a critical evaluation of Fantom versus Sonic. So first thing that bothered me was the token supply and the tokenomics. Let's start with the FTM token. The FTM token is the native currency of Fantom Opera Network. It is a capped supply of 3.175 billion tokens. The distribution includes allocations for staking rewards, development, and ecosystem support. FTM's tokenomics have been designed to incentivize validators and users to contribute to the network security and functionality. So far so good. On to Sonic then, the latest reincarnation of Fantom. The Sonic network will introduce a new native token called S during the migration from Fantom to Sonic. FTM holders can convert their tokens to the new S tokens on a one-to-one basis. The total supply of S tokens is designed to be similar to FTM's, ensuring a smooth transition. Sonic's tokenomics will also include incentive programs to encourage early adoption and ecosystem growth, such as airdrops and staking rewards. So what's the catch? Keep watching. So currently, the annual inflation of the FTM token is a defined inflationary mechanism to reward validators, with inflation reducing over time as the network matures. The goal is to balance incentivizing network security with minimizing token dilution for holders. While specific details on the Sonic's inflation rate haven't been fully disclosed, it is expected that the S token will follow a similar inflationary model to FTM, initially offering high rewards to bootstrap the network and gradually reducing inflation as the ecosystem stabilizes. So straight away, you can see there is a hint that the Sonic token will either have an uncapped supply or it will have an increased supply. There's no doubt about that. So the maximum supply is either uncapped or it's a lot higher than current FTM token, which is tagged at 3.175 billion tokens. Future potential. Fantom, of course, is coming to an end. Fantom has established itself as a high-performance layer 1 blockchain, especially within the DeFi and decentralized application space, known for its high throughput and fast finality, which is around 1 second. It is a growing ecosystem, but it's faced many challenges like network congestion, which the Sonic upgrade seeks to address. Okay, that's one issue that Sonic will be addressing. Whereas Sonic itself represents a significant evolution of the Fantom network, aiming to overcome the limitations of the Opera network or Opera chain. With a target of over 10,000 transactions per second and the integration of a layer 2 bridge to Ethereum, Sonic is positioned to offer superior scalability and access to Ethereum's liquidity. This could significantly enhance its adoption in various sectors, especially DeFi, gaming, and real-world asset tokenization. So clearly, there are some issues that the Sonic chain is going to be addressing that Fantom Opera suffered from. There's no doubt about that. But there's still a catch. Something is not right. Let's look at the technological innovation moving on from Fantom Opera Network to Sonic Network. Fantom's Opera Network uses the Lacaze's consensus mechanism, which is an asynchronous Byzantine fault-tolerant or ABFT protocol, enabling high speed and security. The network's architecture has proven robust, but its growth is exposed to some scalability challenges. Okay, so scalability, an issue that Sonic is trying to address. Meanwhile, Sonic introduces new innovations, including an optimized virtual machine and a more efficient consensus mechanism that builds on Fantom's foundation. The integration of a layer 2 bridge to Ethereum allows Sonic to offer the best of both a layer 1 and layer 2 worlds, scalability with access to Ethereum security and liquidity. This positions Sonic as a cutting-edge blockchain with the potential to lead in next-gen decentralized applications. So I can see what they're trying to do, but there is still a catch. This thing about the inflationary mechanism or the inflation of Sonic, the S token, and potentially uncapped supply or higher supply than the current FTM, which means those who invested in the FTM token based on the fact that it had a capped supply, they are going to face some token dilution unless the Sonic chain itself actually makes some inroads and brings more value to the S token, the original investors in the FTM token are going to be heavily diluted, or their positions are going to be heavily diluted. That's just a fact. So in conclusion, Sonic is designed to be a more advanced and scalable successor to Fantom, addressing its predecessor's limitations while building on its strengths. With improved technology, enhanced scalability, and a strategic focus on interoperability with Ethereum, Sonic holds significant potential for the future. However, much of its success will depend on its execution and adoption in the highly competitive Layer 1 blockchain space. And don't forget Layer 2s as well, because Fantom is putting a lot of emphasis on its ability to bridge across to Ethereum. And we know there is a cluster of Layer 2s that are already taking value from Ethereum. So the Sonic chain is going to be extremely good. Otherwise, this will be another failed endeavor from a promising chain that was Fantom Opera. But we'll wait to see. So existing FTM holders are encouraged to participate in the transition to S tokens to benefit from the new platform's opportunity. I'll list some links so that you guys can read for yourselves and find out what's going on and when the transition itself will actually commence, if there is any information like that. Anyway guys, that's my take on my troubles trying to reconcile with the transition from Fantom Opera to Sonic Chain. Are you suffering from the same, or are you experiencing the same feelings about this transition? Part of me is excited, but part of me is also reserved, and I'm thinking you could have just improved Fantom as it is. But I think there was also a funding issue here, because I think the developers were running or starting to run out of funding. That's just my take. I'm not an expert in this. For those who are more familiar with Fantom or the Fantom Opera and the current FTM token, please educate us below in the comment section. Until the next one, it's FD for SafePub.tv signing out for now. Bye.